Hello, dearly beloved part of my soul. How are you today? Part of my soul, because we're all part of this one great, vast creation. I'd like to talk today about what it is like as the feminine, being a spirit in a female body. Because I know when we're out of this body, out of our bodies, we're all like this one beautiful spirit, and then we come and we play around in either the masculine or the feminine. And for me, so when I say the divine feminine, well, everything is divine, even the devil, because it all came from one source. If it all came from God, then it's all divine. Anyways, that's my perspective. So what I've been seeing lately is, as a female, as a feminine in this body, and incorporating, housing the divine feminine, as I see the masculine seems to maybe be struggling with how to care for or be with a woman. What does that look like? And for myself, I know as a woman what I would like and how I would like to be cared for. And I think sometimes it becomes difficult. It becomes difficult to know how to communicate that to a man, because I know for a very long time, in our generational DNA, in these temples, in these vehicles that have been created, we're doing the best that we can do with what we've been given. So anything I say here isn't a judgment on the individual, but it's understanding that we're all coming and in housing these vehicles that have a lot of issues from the past that we're working through. And how do you work through them without over-identifying with them? Because I love myself, I love this body, I love being a woman, I love being a female, but I understand that this is just a temporary, this body, this is just a temporary vehicle for right now. I know that I'm greater than this. However, without this, I don't get to enjoy physicality. I don't get to enjoy living and moving and having my existence here on physical earth. So for myself, I've been seeing that it seems as though in our generational line, specifically with the men, it has been their way of taking care of a woman would be control. It was more of a domination or a lot of men have this, like, well, she likes it. She likes it when I tell her what to do or control her. Or, she really does, this kind of like men seem to think that a woman wants to be forced or wants to be controlled or told what to do. And that comes from sometimes this fear. I know that I've felt it for my own self. Like, I would like to tell a man what I want and don't want. However, we're really good at empathing. We're really good at feeling, and we feel the energy. Sometimes we don't always know what it is we're feeling, but in those moments we may feel a little scared because we're feeling the man and we're feeling his insecurity or his frustration or his, laziness, or I don't want to do this, I don't want to do this. So then we as women, we're not fully honest and we're not fully open. Because remember, think about as a woman, what are our vehicles created to do? We receive. We're open, we receive. And again, this is not for every single woman. I know there are, different polarities, but for myself, I receive. Just like I would receive the seed of a man, it would be housed in my womb, and after so much time, a period of time, something is created within me. I create something, and then it comes out. How is it created? It's created with parts of the DNA and the energy that the man gives to me. So if a man is giving me some energy, excuse my language, but if he gives me shit and then expects me to make a chocolate cake out of it, it's not gonna work. So if a man's energy is giving in its dung, its feces, it's not like the good cow manure that I can go put out in my garden. No, this is waste. This is his energy is lazy or pornography or just yelling, drinking, all that. And then if he is around me, I'm going to receive that. So if he wants to know, well, what do you want to do tonight, woman? Like, go away from you? I don't want to be around you anymore. Well, what's her problem? This and you. But in the end, I know that most men, they do genuinely want to give. for that man who's frustrated and angry, and he needs some time alone to work himself out, because what he is giving to the woman is what is coming out of her. And I know for many generations, women have had to learn how to take the shit and deal with it. And so it's like, how can I really be honest? Because in the past, maybe in the past, for myself and for my generational line and with my family, the women have had to be subservient and had to be quiet and don't get upset, don't anger the man. You're just a breeder, a feeder, and a man pleaser. And of course, that doesn't please anybody. And same thing for the man. This is no judgment either, because this is also in your DNA line of the domination and the control and the forcing, because the domination and control and forcing has been forced upon you. So that's what you know to do, like under this curse. So you're doing the same thing. But at some point, as I can feel it, both the feminine and the masculine were crying out, like, this isn't working. This isn't working. So for myself, I'd like to try to be a voice of the feminine, to be able to say, this is what I desire. And I know some men may not like it, and it just is what it is. For myself in my life right now, I do not want to sign on the dotted line. I do not want a marriage certificate that forces me for the rest of my life to be compliant and obey my husband. I don't want that. I've been there. I have done that. I've been very religious and done all the right things, and it turned out very wrong. I'm not saying that all marriages are bad, but I'm saying for myself, I am a free spirit. I am like this woodland fairy, little angelic creature who flies down from heaven and comes here sometimes and embodies this body, and then is going to go fly away. But while I'm here, I have something to say, and that's, I just want to be loved and then left alone. Well, what is that? I'm just going to give something to you and you're just going to walk away? Like my children, like I've done for the last 20, 25 years with my 3 children. Yeah. And they walk away and they have their own lives. Maybe they come back and they say hi to me every once in a while, and then they go live their, No, I don't hold on to them. I don't force them to stay at home and to do my bidding or to give me a hug all the time and, oh, Mom, we just love you so much. No, I love them. And I let them fly. I let them go. Can a man do that for a woman? Can a man love me, give to me, and go? So if there's anybody who's ever been outside, out in nature, sitting at the park, or wherever they may be, and then all of a sudden this beautiful creature flies by, maybe a little butterfly, or you see a hummingbird, or this deer, or some other just, this hawk come and flies down, and this owl, this beautiful creature. And you're there and you interact for that moment, or this little cardinal, whatever. And you have this beautiful moment in this interaction. You just feel the love of God. You feel nature. You just feel open and free, like God just came and spoke to you in those moments, in those times. And then the little creature just flies away. Are you angry? Are you mad? Did you think to yourself, I should have captured that. I need to go grab it and go put a cage out there. Or maybe I'm going to go shoot it, cut its head off, and mount it for my trophy. Well, that's what's happened to women for a very long time. We've come out of heaven to embody these vehicles, to these temples, and to have this beautiful feminine spirit. Then all of a sudden, we get captured. We get manipulated into coming in and, oh, this food, oh, this love that's being given to us, this touch and this caress and this capture. And then all of a sudden, we're like, what's going on here? What? I have to sign on the dotted line? What? Now everything is his? What? Now even my children get to be taken away? I don't understand this. What happened here? So of course, as women, it's like we've closed up. And all of our beauty, we don't want to really give it off. Why? Why? Because the darkness just likes to devour the light. So why should I let my light shine? Why should I let my light shine? There is this YouTube video. This man was walking around and he asked this one lady, beautiful lady, and he said, well, what would happen if all the men were gone? What would happen? Like trying to say, how important men are. If all the men were gone, then who's going to protect the women? What would you do without us to be able to protect you? And the lady, she's like, protect me? From who? All the people I would need a protection from are gone. All those people that I needed protection from would be gone. Like, what do we need protection from? From men. That's what it has been. So, as the man, the masculine, is crying out, wanting a purpose, wanting something more in his heart, wanting to give of this purpose. As a woman, I say, I would love for you to give, but let me go. Like this beautiful rare creature out in the woods, in the forest, that's a woman. That's a woman. Even though the vast majority of the humans you see on the planet aren't like that, because they have been conditioned to close themselves up, to not let the flower of their beauty truly unfold, because they're not safe. They're not safe. What's going to happen to it? So for those men out there who want to love and let them go. A little animal that's out in the forest, if you happen to have a little cabin out there and this little creature comes up every once in a while, sure, give it some food, give it some care. Maybe it'll come up to you. Maybe it'll let you pet it. Maybe you can have a relationship with it, as long as you don't cage it, as long as you don't try to control this beautiful creature. And maybe at some point, this rare animal will come and be there with you and stay with you longer. But as soon as she feels threatened, she has the right to go away. She has the right. And what if she has children with you? Are you gonna force her? Are you gonna scare her? Are you gonna take them away? All those things are not love. And just like the shit or the crap that you give to someone, that energy, she's gonna receive it. And then what do you think she's gonna start looking like? Crap and tired and unwanted and all of these things that happen to take away the beauty of a woman. I'm speaking this as a woman. I'm speaking this as my heart. How a man does all these things, how he works through his emotions, how he deals with the feeling of wanting to control and not control and take, but this is mine and I have ownership and I own her. How he deals with that, I don't know. I don't. But deal with it, you must. Because I know for a woman like me, and even with my daughter, we don't want that. We don't want to be controlled. We do not want to sign on the dotted line and sell our souls away. I will not be married in the government system. I won't. I won't. Might I have a covenant with a divine man who understands my freedom, and we have this covenant between each other that yes, I'll honor and love and respect you, yes. But one thing in the marriage vows, one thing that I can say, you may promise me these things. I can promise you nothing. I can promise you nothing, except if I feel threatened and I feel harmed, I can promise you I will walk away. I will walk away. But for a man, don't you want that? Because if you have a job, if you're in the military, if you're in the special ops, if you do martial arts, any type of man out there, if you're a brain surgeon, don't you want to know what perfection is for yourself? Don't you want to house your body? Don't you want to have that self-control enough to know that you're safe, that you can be counted upon, you can be relied upon. You know yourself and you know your vehicle enough to know what you can and cannot do, to know how your energy is going to be in this situation. Because I guarantee, if you have a special mission out there and you have all your guys on the line, you have your friends, your buddies there that are relying upon you, don't make a mistake, because it could be life or death. Can you bring that also to the woman? Don't make a mistake. Don't be harmful. You may be angry, but do not direct that anger towards her. Just like for me as a woman, so many times I've been angry, I've been hurt, I've been abused, all these things. But I don't take them to my children. I don't take them to my children. No, it's not right. I am responsible to bring them up in a nurturing, loving household. Same thing for a man. If I, as a woman, have been able for the last 20, 25 years to give of my life, to lay down my life, to serve my children as a single mother, to go to work and to provide and to school and to teach and to house and to cook and to clean and to take care of everything, so these children can fly away, can a man not do that for one woman? For one woman. So, for myself as a woman, that's what I look for. A man who knows that he cannot control me, contain me, he cannot keep me, he cannot have me. He cannot own me. The only thing he can own is himself. Can you own your own emotions? Can you own your actions? Can you own your responsibilities and watch over them so that I don't have to? So that I can rest in your presence? You want me to be soft? And you want me to be able to have peace in me? Then have that yourself. Then have that yourself. I will take it. I will magnify it like a seed. Tiny, tiny little bitty seed. That little seed is put into me as a woman, and out comes this baby. And then one day this baby grows into this big, beautiful adult. So you give me something. Give me good seed. Good seed. Guess what my womb will do with it? I and this beautiful divine matrix that I hold, it will create something grand, miraculous, beautiful, and magical. I will. Give me some time, give me some energy, and you wait and see what I will create. But you have to be able to be responsible enough with your seed, with the energy that puts in you for that seed to be created. So when it comes out and is put into me, it is also divine. It's heavenly. It's filled with discipline, self-control. It's filled with your own love, your creativity, your whatever it is for you as a man that you desire. Do you truly want something to be built from your lifestyle? Do you want to put that into a woman and see what comes out? Because a lot of times you have given us the seed of Satan. That may sound harsh, but because you know what's come out of our womb? Zombies and monsters. It has. And I'm not talking about necessarily humans, although maybe, but it's been what has been given to us. And sometimes the monster, it's on our face now because we have absorbed your energy so much. We've absorbed being controlled, being dominated. Like you see these beautiful little creatures out there. And all of a sudden you take a hold of them, you change them, or you shoot them, cut their heads off and mount them on the wall. And then you expect that woman who's been mounted and controlled to somehow just give everything to you. It's like the goose that laid the golden egg. You just want it all. So you just cut her open and let me see what's inside. And you've killed her instead of just letting her be who she is. Letting her be who she is. Because we also need time to find out, what is it to be a woman? Am I even safe to be a woman? Yes, my face may be sagging and, my body's not the way it should be, because we have not been given to. We have been forced to be the man for a very long time. To be the man for the man. To take care of the man. To make the decisions. To go and pay the bills and help pay the mortgage and take care of all of this. And then you take my kids away and you send them off to some other school for some other one else to teach so that I can go and pay the mortgage and do half of your responsibilities and then come home and cook and clean and do all of that. And then I'm also supposed to be this cute, hot, feminine little babe for you. No, no one's happy. No one's happy. Because those are my children. All of humanity. When a woman is able to sit in her divine, feminine, her soul, to be who she is, at the very core of her, she will feel the whole world. And what does she want? What do I want? I just want some strong, capable, safe arms to hold me when I cry. And you don't need to know why. Just let me cry. Sometimes I'm very angry. I'm very angry. And I want to be able to look ugly in my face and express that anger without judgment, because I'm feeling the world. I'm empathing, and reflecting that which I feel. Sometimes I feel as if I'm a storm, and everything around me is chaos and crazy. I would like for you, sir, divine masculine, to be that anchor in the storm. And maybe today you take care of the household. Maybe today you watch the kids and you cook and you clean while you let me be a mess. And maybe while my body is going through her cycle and giving birth every month, something is coming out, cleansing and refreshing my body. Can you take care of everything for a day or two? Because I have had to for over 20 years on my own. Can you just do it for 2 days out of a month? Can you handle that for me? That's what I would like, for you to just give me space and the energy to do and to be whoever I choose to be. Not what you think I should be, but who I need to be. Because at some level, I no longer tell my children what to do. They're more than capable of making their own decisions. 7, 8, 9, as they continue to grow, they are responsible for themselves. I may know better, but how are they going to know better? I let them be who they are. I let them fly and fall, and I am there to help them with their scraped knees and with their bruises and their blood. I help love them. Can you help me when I'm bloody and when I'm a mess? Let me be a mess and be there for me. That I would appreciate. And if there's something I need, I would love to have a garden outside so I can go sit out it and just have peace. Can you provide that for me? Can you? I would love to have a place every once in a while to go away to. Maybe I wanted whatever it is that I'm needing. Would you provide that for me? Without conditions, without rules, without restrictions. Maybe I'm with you and maybe I'm not. And I know for a man, maybe that feels very insecure and unsafe. Well, welcome to a woman's world. Why do you think we've been alone? Why do you think so many of us, we don't want to get married and we don't want to date? Because we can take care of ourselves. Maybe it's a little more difficult, but in the end, there's a lot more peace. Because it's only myself I have to take care of, not you. But what my heart truly wants is a man who will take care of me. And then I wouldn't have any reason to leave. I wouldn't have any reason to leave. If you are helping me, if you're being this man whose arms are around me when I cry, or when I'm angry, or when I have a difficult day, or whatever it may be, if you're there to provide and to love and to care for me, why would I need to leave? Like my children. Why would my children need to leave and run away from me? I'm there to love them and take care of them, not to tell them what to do and put these rules and restrictions. Well, you're not coming to my house like that. Oh, how dare you do this? Not over here. No, I'm there to help them. I'm there to help them so they can be who they are. If they want to come back and say hi to mom and have some time together, I'm open. And if they want to fly, they fly. But they know that I'm not going to control them. But they know I'm not going to control them, but I will love them and I will help them. And I know in a man's world, wants the rules, you want the safety, you want the religion, want all of this law and rules. That's fine. But can you have those laws and rules without the rigidness of separation? Meaning, if you don't do this, I'm not going to be around you. If you don't do this, I'm taking it. Without the punishment or the fear. If you want the rules and the laws, then keep them for yourself. And keep them for yourself, because maybe that's what those rules and laws are for, the man. I don't need them. I don't need them. I never have. I never have. If I'm going to go be in society, I'm going to drive a car, I drive on this side of the road. I drive on that side of the road. I understand. We have to have some laws in society so we all can have a common language. Fine. But for me and myself, and my own life, and my own house, and my own out back door, no, I don't need any, because there is something that's greater than all these laws and rules and religion. It's the law of my heart. And from this place, I know how to live, how to move, and how to have my being. And I would just like the time and the space to explore that. I would like the space as a woman to be able to learn my emotions, to understand them, to know what is it like to be a woman, So what is it like to receive from someone that's healthy? There's unhealthy. What is healthy? That's all. To give a woman whatever she wants? Yes. Isn't that what God does? Look at this earth. Whatever we want, even if it's for something that's harmful, we are still given whatever we want here. We can do, we can choose that. And I, as a woman, would like the hands of a loving, strong, capable man to give to me. And if not, then I'm going to fly away. Maybe you'll come see me for a moment. Maybe I'll come and, sniff around at your door, and you'll see my footprints in the sand. And then I'm going to walk away. Unless you're safe. I'll smell you. I'll know. I'll know who you are. And I'll watch you as you change. Because I know, truly, the heart of a man desires this. He desires the perfection of his own being. He desires the discipline within his soul. He desires to be able to house himself and his body and his masculinity in such a way that it is divine glory, that is majestic, that it is full of strength and honor, because you have cultivated it. A man who's not afraid of the fire, because many men fear it, thinking it's hell and torment and stay away. But to the others who know and have looked deep into their soul, to the ones who are crying out, this fire is the refiner's fire. It forges you, it changes you and shapes you into the man that you are choosing to be. And it's to that man that I call to and that I pull towards myself as the feminine. So there can be this divine union of these two great energies, the male and the female, coming together in unity and in their divine purpose and in their original creation together, giving and receiving. And as a woman receives out of safety, she will pull that from the man. And the man wants to give and gives to her, and she appreciates it. And so she pulls a little more. And then he gives a little more, and she pulls a little more. And this beautiful circuit, this cycle, it goes over and over, and it regenerates, and it rejuvenates, and it recycles. And there's exponential growth. Something so beautiful and so divine. And that's what I feel is taking place here on this earth at this time. For many men and women, this divine union has been calling out and calling to our souls. And it's time for this beautiful marriage without this dotted line, the marriage of two souls choosing to come together out of freedom, just being your true self and knowing that I will be able to be my true self without conditions, rules, restrictions, regulations, control, ownership, I own you, and jealousy. That no, none of that is love. If you define love as unconditional, then there are no conditions. I have no conditions with my 3 children, my very different 3 children. One of my child crazy out there, goes this and that and parties, and who knows when she's going to get home. Another one, simple, disciplined, go home, go to work. Very different. I love them each, no conditions. I am here in this household. None. Of course, I haven't had to have many conditions because we don't harm or hurt each other, because that's not how I raised them. We do love and we respect each other. And if there is harm and if there is hurt, let's talk about it so that we can come together in love and in unity. But as for me, I will always love my children no matter what. That is the divine embrace of the feminine aspect of all that is, of love, God, the source, whatever name. This creation of love was created in the embrace of a woman's soul, of the heart of God, of this divine feminine wisdom and understanding that all things are in unity and in oneness. Even if we don't understand it, we've all come from one source, and to that one source we will all go. We can have fun down here and play both sides and this and that, but I'm speaking to the unconditional part of each one's soul. That is there, it exists, it's alive, and it is calling out. And so I speak back to it, saying yes. As the divine feminine, I'm here. We're here. We're waking up. And we're drawing and we're pulling on the masculine. Come on. Get it together. Get it together. Don't just go and do your 9 to 5 and then get ready to retire and die. Have purpose. Have purpose. Have clarity of mission. Maybe you don't know exactly what, this or that, but get your life together. So when you do find out, you'll be ready. Like if you're doing special ops, you are ready and prepared. So when that call comes, you can go. You know you're ready when it's time to go. Same thing. As a mom, I have to be ready. I've got things there for my kids. If I go somewhere, I am prepared. Whatever my child needs, I have it. And I'm ready. For all 3 of my kids, no matter where I go, what I'm doing, I am there to take care of my children. Maybe as a man, you're prepared and you're ready. Maybe for some men out there, that mission is me. That mission is a woman. Because what would this world be like if instead of building all those other kingdoms and going and flying into outer space and going and taking care of other people's wars and doing other people's business on the other side of the world, fun, maybe for the younger men or something, I don't know. But what would it be like if those divine masculine men said, I want to come and make my mission the love of a woman? How can I love her and care for her? Lay down my life and give of myself to her, so she can fully give herself and love and lay down her life for her children. What would those children be like as they grow up? What would they create this world to be? Being loved, being secure in themselves, having this divine heavenly partnership as their parents. What would that look like? How do you change a nation? How do you change the world? Go and fight some more and have bigger weapons and have more defense and go out into outer space or make more AI, creations, or maybe something very simple. Without all the distractions, without all the fear. The simple discipline of a man. Giving to the receptive appreciation of an open-hearted woman. Wow. That's just what my heart wanted to say. So thank you. Thank you to all those who have listened. I love you. And you are loved. And you can feel it. And you know it. Because you would not exist if love did not create you to be loved in some way, shape, or form. Thank you for your existence. You are important. You are needed. Here and now. Divine soul.